So, welcome back, everyone. We're having a joyous time here at the Elder Brain because we're doing more Pathfinder tonight.
It happened again.
Yes, 2 weeks in a row. It is not quite statistically significant to make it a trend, but we're on our way. Legacy of the Lost Empire is the name of the campaign. That's what we're playing tonight. We are again, sadly, missing Jack. He is working. Apparently, he's doing night shoots this week, so that's gonna suck for him. But maybe he'll be up in the middle of the day and watch the VOD with the rest of y'all.
We miss you, Jack.
We do.
Yes, we miss you, and I'm sucking at your French accent. So
we miss your accent.
Yes. But we do have Craig and Devin and Mike and me. I'm Ian, your humble GM. I forgot to check ahead of time. We got any announcements to make other than it's still Pride Month, and so be happy and prideful?
I don't think we have any announcements other than, if you want to check out our playtest our Heckin' Goblins one shot, then make sure you join our Discord. You can get a playtest link for that, and you get your names in the playtest if you do that. But we'll have a summer schedule soon. We're not quite there yet, but
yep.
I don't think there's anything else going on.
Cool. Well, in that case, let's jump into the old recap. So the crew finally made your triumphant return to Tay Day and immediately set to investigating what happened with this lizard folk attack and Nickolai being abducted. You soon found out that there was more nuance to it than appeared at first blush. Between the investigation of his quarters aboard the Owlbear and surveying the lizard folk escape route and having a lovely talk about all things near or far, wherever they are, with the village oracle Celine, it comes out that Nickolai not only left voluntarily with the lizard folk, but may have in fact summoned them to him by ritually communicating with the comet Hagarg.
Oh, he's going to pay.
Bloodlust mode engaged. The hero set out to track the escaping lizard folk entourage across the swamps and the islets of the archipelago, hoping to bring Nickolai to justice, or justice at the end of your blades. We'll see when we get there.
Is there any other kind of justice? I'm confused.
Well, possibly taking him back to face the Gripply, but we'll see.
If we presented it with only frozen water, then that would be just ice.
Also true. Over the first few days, you have gained ground and engaged with the local fauna, but you have not yet caught up to your quarry. As the group has finished off this encounter with the, giant chameleons.
Giant chameleons, yes. And we have two scaled hides, two chameleons.
Yes. So you're returning to the Owlbear for another night's rest, and each of you begins to reflect on your discussion with Celine. She delved further into the dream invoked by the comet, so let's consider some of your youthful dreams from before you got the adventuring bug. So I'm going to go to each of you and ask, when you were a child, what did you want to be when you grew up? And I'm going to start with Craig because he had the pithy short answer. We'll see if he sticks with it.
No, that was very much a jest. Initially, when I was young, as many young children do, he idolized his father and the elders. And what he saw as, the wisdom and how they led his tribe. And so he very much wanted to follow in his, both his parents. He wanted to follow in their footsteps and, grow up to be a leader of his people. That has changed in some ways. But those were his initial dreams was, as my father does, so shall I.
That's fair enough. Was there a particular moment that dream went away, or was it just sort of growing up and just
definitely when he was forced to leave, when the invaders came, and in seeing what he considers the lack of action on his father's part and the pacifism to the point of cowardism as he saw it kind of shattered that idealistic vision of leadership, and he began to see them in a new light, and this kind of changed his mind about that.
Fair enough. All right, let's move on. Let's say Comric. What What did Comric want to be when he grew up?
When Comric was really little and before he learned of his divine abilities, Comric always, like Ide, wanted to follow in his father's footsteps. He always saw his father walking around the city from priest of the Temple of Morven, helping people. And so he figured if he couldn't be his dad, then he was going to be part of the group of people that were helping people. So whether that was being part of the water brigade or being a triage nurse in the cleric halls or whatever, he just wanted to be like his dad, going around town and being part of the solution to the problem.
That's pretty awesome. I'll ask you the same follow-up question then. Was there anything that broke that dream, or do you feel that you're living that dream now? What's the
I would say what broke that dream was when Comric realized that he had divine abilities. And very, very quickly that dream just went gone. I can be more like my dad, so give up that dream. Go headlong.
You don't have to be just the helper, you can be the doer.
I can be the doer, yep. And some awkward teenage years where maybe he did more than he ought to.
We'll dig into those later. It'll be good. All right, and finally, Sir Sal. What did he want to be when he grew up, or did he know?
Well, so that's kind of the thing, right? Is he doesn't really remember much from his time before sort of the training, the temple life, the trying to become a knight. So I think early in his years, he maybe wanted to be nothing more than just a weapon, a sword wielded by the hand of Seng, to kind of eschew mortality and become a storm or some sort of massive divine threat, a mighty explosion or a terrible hurricane. But of course, this is all kind of a foolish thought. And as he aged, he kind of realized that there's more to, or at least he feels there's more to being sort of a knight against evil. I think he would still have a very black and white view of things, but it's more of a being a paladin of redemption. Sort of as he matured, he kind of began to move more in that direction, where he found that he still sees things very black and white, but in that it's interchangeable. Like you can think pieces can move back and forth along those sides. And so he's always been trying to understand the other side versus the simple go out and get it. So weirdly enough, I think a younger version of him was just, he wanted to be like this great divine force of knightly destruction, slaying evil with the flick of his wrist and just like massive swaths of destruction. And then as he got older, he kind of realized that, I still want to do that, but only when it actually matters. He gained a little more control with it, rather than, it's not like a spread fire and it's not the pray and spray, and it used to be spray and pray, now it's pray and spray. He flipped it around.
Fair enough. Unfortunately, I did not get a response from Jack, so we will just say that Slippery Phil wanted to be a dancer. That's not canon.
Nah. He could have been a contender.
Cute. All right. So you spend the night aboard your lovely ship, Owlbear.
Get a long rest.
Get a long rest. We
Hey!
hand wave the healing, because you will have enough time to do enough medicine checks to top everyone up.
Yeah.
And everyone is on the world map. This is good. So you know that they were last spotted in that hex.
Yes,
So
we are once again returning to trying to hunt down our quarry.
Indeed. So first day back on the trail. What is your first action? I'm assuming you're going to want to move into that hex. And I'm going to say that there is passable water there for the ship, even though
Okay.
that hex is not half water, but I'm still going to let you go through it just because
The ship will fit.
the ship will fit on the coast.
Yeah, I think if we get the feeling right that we are hot on their tails, that
So-
we should Hurry
First
up and
action
step on
for the
them.
day is move into that hex. And then I will roll on the old hexpiration table and see what happens. Blah. All right. I will roll on the second table.
You encounter the comet. Oh dear.
Wait, that's
You rolled the
47
second time. That
episodes
means
too
there's
early.
something here waiting
Well,
for
the
us.
second time, there's also the benign encounters table. So,
Interesting.
Like the
That's
so
when we fight
as
9 creatures instead of there be 9 of them.
so as you are entering this coastline, it is sort of a sheer cliff side on this island, and you're making your way into here. You see sort of embedded in the side of the cliff, it looks like almost like a sheared off building.
Hmm.
And halfway up the cliff face, so maybe 20 or 30 feet above the water line, you can see the rusted remains of one of those bird feather styled automatons, except this one is
Oh no.
way bigger than any that you had seen before. This one looks like it is probably would have stood 10 or 15 feet tall.
Oh my.
But it is sort of embedded in the cliff face, and you can see that, there's bird's nests in its hands kind of thing. Like it has been here for ages.
Interesting.
But that is there. That is what you encounter as you're entering this hex. But that is what that is. Do you want to do anything with this, or is this sort of do you need to note that on the map, or is it just something that's like, yep, that's a thing we saw?
You should probably
What is it?
note it because there's probably some kind of ruins there or something to
Okay.
explorator.
And then I
Well,
will.
yeah, something that size is probably guarding something, if I had to guess.
So this will say. Oops.
Or it has been perpetually enlarged. Is Dinar around here?
Text. Let's call it large automaton. That in my street. That here. Oops. Go in this hex. Make smaller. Right. Make it smaller font. Go ET. There. That'll work. Okay. So that was entering the hex. Now we need to do the
Search.
search. I need
Search
to
and
find
rescue.
where there we go. Okay, so this was I was rolling survival. Bass is providing a +1 circumstance bonus, and the other two of you can try secondary skills if you want to try and get that bonus up to a +2 with the risk of getting a -1 if you crit fail.
I will add my trained nature to it.
Okay.
17.
17 is a success. And Sir Sal, I think you were doing athletics. You were sort of being the chauffeur for Hyde last
Yes.
He was clearing the way. Yeah.
They say knowledge is power. Well, I say these muscles are power.
time.
That would hurt.
18.
All right, so that's a success. So you still net with a +1. That's
That hurt.
Oh, yeah. So I guess that would have been a 19 or whatever. But yeah.
All right. Ugh.
well, it's success.
Yeah. Just that's low for Ide. So
Yes.
like +9 on that roll. So
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Bums,
So you know that they have moved into this hex.
Oh.
okay.
Which reminds me, I
So
should
they have crossed the water.
Yeah, so
What-
there is. It looks like this is shallows. Again, there is a navigable path for you through here, but there is also a traversable path on foot. when it comes
Okay.
in.
So does it look like are they staying on foot? Did they find like a boat or something to use? Like, was there something waiting for them?
Question.
No, they are still on foot by the looks of things.
So they swam.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting.
We are super slow, guys.
They did have a 3-day start, and we are actually quite close to them. So I think we have done well.
Actually, yeah. So yes, knowing that they would have swum across here, your suspicion is that would have been a slow passage for them. So this is another catch-up point for you. So that means we are on to the next day. So I guess first action is to move into this hex.
Absolutely,
Roll.
yes. Keep going.
All right. You are clear. So this is the big one. Well, not the big one. There's a big one.
No, this is the big one, guys.
Yep. Nope. Tap.
You said it.
All right. Give us the secondary rolls first.
Help me out here, guys.
So nature and athletics, respectively.
Nature.
Hoorah!
Wow.
Pair
Yeah.
of
Both of you.
Heck
Dang.
yeah!
There we go.
which are both successes but not crits. One away from crits for both of you.
Oh my goodness. So still just a +1?
So still a +1.
All right. Come on. Hey.
Critical success. You know they are in the next hex. And with the critical success, it refunds the action for doing this exploration. What would you like to do?
Beautiful.
Move into the next hex.
I was going to say, yeah, I think we move.
You move. Okay. You know they're in this hex. They are here today.
Time is of the essence. Should we attempt to scout them out?
This would be
Wouldn't hurt to at least have some kind of advantage tactically, to understand what they might be armed with and where they might be positioned.
so we're
Can we? Is there any way to see, like, I don't know how we check this. Like, did they suspect that they're being followed? Is there any signs we can find of, that we're being watched, that there's a scout, that they're expecting us?
The trail has not changed. They are definitely moving with determination and pace, but they haven't increased their pace, or it doesn't look like they're setting traps in their trail or anything like that. They're just going.
So okay, so
they're hoping they might be hoping
we
that
can safely assume that we've got to jump on them.
Yeah, either they don't know they're being followed or they don't care they're being followed, and they're hoping that their speed will be enough. But that is the end of the actions for today. So for your next action, the boat cannot pass through here, right? You'd have to go all the way around this island.
oh shoot, yeah.
So you can disembark and use on foot. You get 1 action per day. If you do a reconnoiter action, and they are in this hex, you will find them.
We have a map. We have this map of this area. Right?
Yes, you know this map. And in fact, this is a known lizard folk settlement
Yeah.
that you now suspect they might be going for.
My friends, that's exactly where I was going with that. That I was thinking, if that is where they are headed, we need to cut them off or catch them before they get there. There will be many more lizard folk to deal with if they arrive with their kind.
Well, if we sail there, it's a 2-day journey, assuming we don't encounter anything. So what are you suggesting, Ide?
That we get off and we find them here and now.
4 of us are probably faster running than they are.
So yes, if you're on foot and do your search action in this hex and they're here, then you will encounter them.
So, yeah. I'm cool if we reconnoiter here. If we were to go into the next hex today, then the next
I
day
don't think we can.
we can't.
You could,
Well,
You
we could
could-
just use our action to run that way.
yes,
Yeah,
you
yeah, that's
get off
what
the
I'm
ship
saying, yeah.
and walk to this hex. But then if you don't find them, then you would have no way to get to the village. You'd have to go back for the ship.
Hmm. Might
Here's
as well, yeah,
what
might
I-
as well reconnoiter then.
What if Captain Kent is agreeable to it, that we get off here and the Owlbear heads
You send them around.
around just in case we don't catch them? At least the boat will be there, can hamper them perhaps, and we can catch up to them. Or give them
I mean-
pause if they see the ship coming. Perhaps it'll give them pause before they just proceed forward and rethink, and we can kind of.
You're saying we should bear down upon them like a bright ray of the sun. I am all for this plan. I
I'm
like
actually.
to consider myself as a sunbeam, a very slow, heavily armored sunbeam.
I was thinking more of wolf pack tactics, where you have the diversion, you have the pincer from behind, the harrier, the one who kind of draws the attention, perhaps the seen threat, while the others come in. Potentially, if we don't catch them now, if they're still moving forward and they see that ship coming around, that'll be the seen threat. So even if we don't catch them on foot now, the ship going around gives us a chance. Those my wolves.
So Captain Kent, in discussion with you, is like, I can drop you fellas off and I can meet you on the other side of this island, but it'll take me 2 days to get there. So you're on your own. And he shows you the course he has plotted. So at the end of today, he would be here.
Yeah.
And at the end of tomorrow, he would be here. And he is not willing to go into the hex with the settlement without you guys.
Oh, that's
That's
I
fair.
think that's
So,
that is fair.
so if he, but he will wait until he sees sign of you or sign of not you.
Right.
I think this is
Bass will go with the ship, by the way.
Bass will go with the ship. Okay.
At this point, yeah.
I think this is a wise plan.
All right. So I will quickly roll and see if, just for my own edification, I'll see if they make it to where they want to go today.
I was going to say they'd have to face encounters with us.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that be interesting? Oh, it appears they fought a kraken. Never mind, they're all dead.
All right. The owlbear is now invisible to you guys because it has sailed away.
I'll
It's
bear that
sailing
for now.
away.
All right. So now you four, I will.
Bear that in mind.
Oh! I've got a
Set an
thing I
open
can
course
do.
for the Virgin Sea.
Where is the thing? Oh, there it is, right there. I can just
I
drag
can
this.
pursue a lead.
Blurp.
Ooh, we're
That's
meeples.
a funny little meeples,
Meeples.
because that is the party token.
Guys, it's like we're playing an
I
actual
drag
board
it
game. I
from-
love it.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm playing Carcassonne right now.
absolutely.
Catan.
Well, those are absolutely Carcassonne meeples
Yeah,
for
they
sure.
are. Yeah. Settlers of Carcassonne.
All right. So
We're reconnoitering.
you reconnoiter.
Yeah.
And here we go. And sure enough,
We're wrecking all the Noiders. Leave no Noider standing. Wreck them all.
you have in fact found the Nickolai.
Oh.
Oh.
All right. Let me see. How far away do I want you guys to be? I think I'll put you down here just to give you the maximum distance to the encounter. I didn't make a super huge map for this, but the good news is I made it using the official Pathfinder dungeon tiles. So if we need to expand the map, I can just grab another tile and make it bigger.
Ooh, look at us.
Heyo.
Moving up in the world. I love it.
I got those for my birthday. I got the Roll20 version of them for my birthday, and I spent a day sometime recently and copied all the image files into Foundry, and now I can use them here because I'm clever with the technologies.
And
Well done, Ian. Well done.
Slow.
Yeah, I'm at 80%, so the chat is
I
just
guess
looking
it
at the
is.
four of us.
They are big images that and there's like,
Oh, okay.
there's
Well,
like
I
10.
look like I know what a JPEG is.
These are.
I just want a picture of a goddamn hot dog.
Oh.
Well, at least this download is not tanking our stream, so that's good.
Hey, that's worth something.
Because I've got it going on 2 screens right now. I'm downloading it twice.
Oh, hey. That's true.
So Nickolai is loading, so therefore he is AI. We've already discovered this, that he's
I've got a noisy kitty cat here.
Nickolai is in fact an automaton. He's currently loading.
Well, if he's an
Or
AI,
he's
then
loading his program.
quick, somebody hack into the mainframe.
Elite hacksaws.
94%.
Oh, man.
I'm at 99%.
I'm in.
Ooh.
I'm in.
Oh, I got one screen in.
I see Mike.
Go.
What is this picture of Nickolai? Who is that?
Oh. Are you familiar with a grand old Canadian tradition show called The Beachcombers?
Oh, I've heard of it. I've never actually seen it. Okay.
Oh, you guys are too young to know The Beachcombers. This is hurting me. This was staple TV viewing when all I had was 3 TV channels to watch, man. It was CBC, CTV, or maybe Global on a good day on the bunny years. And Sunday nights, it was like Disney, then Fraggle Rock, and then Beachcombers.
Whatever you say, Uncle Ian.
Back in my day. Sure, Grandpa.
It ran for like 40 years. This is the thing. It was old. It started way back in like the early 60s, maybe, and ran until the 80s. And it's all about this salvage, these 2 competing salvage crews that are working in the logging on the West Coast in BC. In this Gibson's, BC, they still have the restaurant set is a tourist attraction now.
And
yes,
wear an onion tied to your belt, which was the style at the time.
And the whole shtick was these guys were salvage crews who would go and pick up lost logs from logging operations that were sending like big floats of logs down. They cut the logs and then send them down, and they'd lose logs occasionally. These guys would go pick them up. That was the premise.
Wow.
All right, there we go.
Yeah. And it was exciting and dramatic.
Apparently. Let's go fight this
And now you're going to go fight him.
bugger.
All right, I'm loaded in both screens now, so we're good to go.
All right. So I'm going to set the scene a little bit here. So you see friend Nickolai here. He is surrounded by a bunch of lizard folk. These look like little weenie guys, but they're all walking sort of around protectively around him.
Mm-hmm.
And then in a wider circle around, because you have been definitely have been noticed on the approach for sure. So they have sort of set up a defensive position here. You see some more of the more standard lizard folk types that you're familiar with. So some of the spellcasty types and some of the fighty types. The other thing you may note, and it's kind of hard to see because I could not find a color that really popped really nicely.
Is he glowing?
But the glowing, it is a cloud of smoke, that this pall of colored yellowish greenish smoke that is sort of hanging over all of them.
Okay.
And you can see that these little weenie guys all have these sensors that are just emitting gouts of this smoke.
So they're potheads. Okay.
Mhm. And Nickolai
Hey guys, man, everybody follow me. And
sort of sees you in the distance and,
not here, man.
and gives you a friendly wave, sort of sees you coming in the distance.
So he probably assumes we're here to rescue him. I think would be safe to assume, because there's no reason for him to suspect that we figured all this out.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes. Yeah.
I don't think Sal would have said that though. He's not quite that bright.
And I'd, well, yeah, I'd not.
I mean,
if you don't
don't get
say
me
that
wrong,
out loud, I'd
he is-
not even thinking that. I just thinking like, I'm here to shoot this guy in the foot.
And,
All right.
and by that I mean Sal is bright in that his armor, his full plate mail is very well
Yes.
polished.
That's
Right
right.
to shine.
Yeah.
All right,
But-
fine. Comric will be the voice of reason.
You could say Sir Sal is actually kind of like the sun himself. He's always shining brightly and causes damage when you get too close to him.
I think in this case, like, I'm inclined to follow Comric's lead because this is your not coworker, but yeah, like he's
He's
from the
kind
academy.
of your charge, I guess,
Yeah.
would be the.
Yeah, so
I think that makes sense.
we will follow your lead, Comric.
How did I get myself in a situation where I'm the leader again? I don't want to be the leader.
Stop playing noble characters.
Yeah, that's the problem. I got to play a scoundrel.
Best leader is always the one who wants not to have the mantle of leadership.
In that
Some-
case,
some-
that would be me, but I don't.
Some Douglas Adams right there. That's
As I say, I can't be the leader. I don't really believe in strategy. I mean, who needs strategy when you have divine intervention and a really big sword?
All right, Comrec.
I imagine we probably had the conversation ahead of time that we'll play dumb, at least as long as it suits our needs.
I'll try real hard.
So I think we'll come running in and we'll take a power stance and we'll be like, unhand him, you lizard fiends.
so. Are you directing this at the lizard folk?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Comrec is not charismatic.
And at this distance, or are you going to get closer? Or you?
I'll say we'll run up maybe to here, if that's all right. That we'll just get within shouting distance.
Yeah, it's just you're like 90 feet away. So
Yeah.
So it's good bow range, but not great conversation range, I guess is the.
Yeah, so I'm gonna slowly bring up the rear.
Oh, really? So what was that about bow range again?
Yeah. No, I just measured. I'm like, I'm gonna hang back a little bit. I can shoot them from very far.
I would like to be up front.
Well, Comrec has short, stumpy legs and he doesn't move fast, so he needs to get up there.
I will
I
actually
don't-
try to use the three of them in front of me, not for cover, but to try and kind of lose myself in numbers and just
Hide the fact that you're
slowly
you're
kind
lining
of come
up a shot.
behind.
He's gonna
Oh,
quick
yeah.
draw that bow in a second. Yeah.
Yep, I'm just kind of in behind. I'm out of sight.
I will
I'm-
continue
I'm
to
crouching.
to move forward like a heavily armored tank made of sunshine.
So Nickolai, he sees. What are you talking about? How did you get here? I don't understand.
We followed the light, and it led us here.
Is it not glorious?
The light is glorious.
Indeed.
But this city, it goes on forever. Like look at that building there, and he points at a big tree. Is it not just
Oh,
something to behold?
It is
And
a,
these clever automatons should, as my tour guide, I can't wait to meet the masters of this city finally. They're going to take me there soon. And now that you're a little closer, he is still looking pretty crazed.
so I'm gonna kind of lean over to Comrec. Now, Comrec, I know I'm not the brightest star in the sky, although I do know which one to worship, so you got to give me credit there. But pretty sure that we don't want to go anywhere near that smoke.
yeah, I would say that that's something we don't want to get involved in. That might be part of the reason why he's gone loopy.
Right.
Uh,
Well,
the lizard folk are also they have weapons out at this point now that you're nice and close, and they look ready to strike.
In the background while this is going on, I've taken one of my arrows and I'm intentionally blunting the end of it to make it dull for a knockout shot.
Gotcha.
well, I don't think we're going to have much choice, unfortunately. The lizard folk don't appear to be being made crazed the way that Nickolai is. Perhaps.
Do you remember hearing blue coral? They are crazy.
Well, fair enough, yes. Perhaps if the trick is to just not think and to just charge in and pray for guidance. I
It's so
find
sound,
that
the smoke.
usually works quite nicely.
the smoke, if you charge in.
My faith is my shield, and also my full plate.
Haven't you heard of the dangers of secondhand smoke?
I'm sure that
So
that will keep me of sound mind. You may call it blind faith. I say it's just effective problem solving.
I'm just gonna.
Unless you have a better idea.
Maybe we can convince them to come to us.
Oh, that's definitely a lot more. Can we see where it's like emanating from? Like, is there like an
The
apex
sensor
point?
head guys, right?
Yeah, so these four guys have these smoking sensors that is
Yeah. Okay. So if they come to us, that doesn't actually really
No.
solve the problem.
Does
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't see anything other than we got to get in there and take them down. But if you have a better idea, let me know.
Slippery Phil has new languages, right? From his
He can
his
speak
From
retool?
back here.
You can speak the lizard folk language now. Yes.
All right. Slippery Phil, ask them which one's in charge. We want to have a word with them.
Take us to your leader.
All right. Let's go.
Hey, Lisa, friend. Which one of you is in charge?
Yeah, charge. Proficiencies. Let's have him roll some diplomacy and see if he can.
Diplomacy.
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 That one. Diplomacy. Plus 6.
Diplomacy.
Ooh.
Ugh.
They are already
Terrible.
hostile. You see, they are not inclined to listen to us. I think they want to fight.
They
That's
do
what
not
it is.
seem to understand my accents.
Yes, I'm speaking
All right.
from the Quebecois. They are from the France.
Oh, that could do.
We have I've offended them.
they are the Parisian, and I am the Quebecois.
Offended by them, your
He
friends.
has managed to offend them.
Yeah, that's a critical fail.
Man. We're just going to roll some initiative here. This is what's
Yeah.
going to happen.
Yeah.
Uh,
May I go with stealth?
Absolutely. You were certainly being the Sneakmeister. All right. I need to add Nickolai.
Oh my goodness! I rolled a 2. I had a plus 10 on that roll.
I feel like Slippery Phil's
Oof.
initiative should be based on diplomacy as well. I know he just
Yes.
failed that, but I feel like that's what his initiative should be
I
based on.
think that does make sense.
Worse yet, I'm gonna make him use that 7 as his initiative.
Okay, fair. Yeah, all right.
That makes sense actually, yeah. Because that's kind of kicked it off. He's like, I fumbled so badly that
Now, Sir Sal was
you're not
waiting. For
fighting
that.
them. Lad.
It's like you knew. All right, I need to roll the NPCs. Bing, 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 bing.
Oh, there's so many of them. Oh, and I rolled such crap as well. What did I roll? I rolled a 2 as well. What the heck?
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
Here is
All right,
where we
so-
die, my friends.
Lizard Book Stargazer is first.
Oh, jeez.
Or we might
Oh,
just
and
say,
he's just the right distance away. He can go.
we might just say
Yes.
farewell to Nickolai and leave.
Then
Doesn't go the
2
way we
action,
want.
John.
Oh, don't you worry. I have a way to stop Nickolai dead in his tracks.
And now I gotta cast
Yeah, kill
a
him.
spell.
I don't have to kill him.
Oh, that should be public
Make him
roll.
dead.
I need a reflex save from Sir Sal.
Come on, Sir Sal, in your full plate mail. You must have amazing reflexes.
And you have a -1 circumstance penalty because of your metal armor.
Your full plate
So
mail.
about that full play.
What do you mean? I don't understand what you're saying.
As you see this guy, this spellcaster, this prodigy comes up, and you see the electricity just running along his fingertips, and he calls down a lightning strike on you.
Very well. I guess I'll have to rely on my usual combat strategy. Shine brightly and hope they miss. That's an 8.
Ooh, that's a critical fail, my friend.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. I have full plate mail.
All right, let's roll.
Which is
some-
now going to cook
Yes,
you.
it's now going to direct the lightning right to your heart.
I rolled really bad.
Oh my goodness. Wow, these rolls.
That's the full plate mail for you.
I mean, it rolled great on the D4, not so great on the D12.
Your
my
armor's
full
now a
plate
sauna.
mail-
You're like,
My full plate mail
little,
absorbed all of the electricity.
All right.
it's getting a little sweaty in here.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. Oh, and you are clumsy 1.
Man, I'm
because-
way down there.
Oh, I'm clumsy?
Yes, you got a clumsied because you got
I'm
zapped.
currently being electrocuted.
Yes.
Yeah, there's just like that static charge around you. Your hair's
Roasted
like,
in my own armor.
That's the one.
Makes me a little clumsy.
do I smell something cooking? Oh, it's me.
Yeah, pretty much. But that's that guy's turn. Oh, I should have probably hit begin encounter. Derp.
No. That means that didn't count.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Okay,
done.
good. It's the close warrior, too. He can. What is he going to do?
Come at me, bro.
No, don't tell him to do that.
Okay.
I want him to stay.
His
back
speed
there.
is 25. He's going to go here. And then he's got a nice big long spear. He's going to take a poke at Comric.
How dare he? It's just me, or is it getting a little warmer here?
You're smoking.
Oh, that hurt.
I mean, it's not a crit, but it's definitely a hit.
Yep. I think it's almost a crit.
Ooh,
Oh,
that was a pretty good damage roll, though.
ow. I do not have full plate mail.
And I think I'm going to poke you again because that worked so well.
Yep.
I think we know where the faults, where the weakness in our chain of defense is.
Is it that
Getting
we're
more
not
full
all
plate mail.
wearing
Yes,
full plate
getting
mail?
hit.
Getting hit. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. It is now Nickolai's turn. I'll double check the range on something real fast.
What's his reaction to these quote unquote automatons coming after us?
He seems bemused. He's like, "Oh, the welcome wagon's coming to greet you, I see."
Oh boy.
I really don't want to go with Sir Sal in that gas is not going to go well for anyone. I'm pretty
And it looks like Nickolai is preparing to welcome you, but he is not going to do anything. I'm going to mark him as. Is there a
He's not trying to
ready?
welcome us with a fireball, right?
Nope.
Hey. So does clumsy reduce my armor class even if I'm wearing full plate mail?
It will say on the condition.
It says I get a -1 to my AC. It's not technically a dexterity based thing because I believe full plate mail bypasses dexterity bonus, right?
Clumsy also includes a take via dexterity-based checks and DCs, including EC. That's a great question. Does clumsy condition work?
Gotta say, gotta milk that full plate mail for everything it's worth.
Clumsy and AC. Short answer is yes, clumsy always reduces AC.
Okay.
So yes, AC is technically a dexterity-based DC, even though you are not using it.
Okay.
All right. So Nickolai has readied. I'm just going to give him a colored dot so that I remember. He's going to have a green dot. And that is his
Sure,
turn.
he's seeing lots of colored dots.
Yes. This guy in the back here, he's going to have to move there. He's going to drop his long spear and pulls out a javelin. He's going to huck that at Sir Sal with his final action.
Okay, my armor is like my faith, impenetrable.
Except by that javelin.
Sorry, what?
Sometimes the dice tell the story.
So what you're saying about your faith is it's very shaky right now.
Not bad.
Ow.
10 damage.
Oh,
There's some holes in your faith. Or your
That's
armor,
rough.
Or your
All right. Sir Sal, you've been roughed up a little bit.
Yep. No, that's definitely gonna leave a mark. Oh, well. Foul lizard, your cold-blooded ways are no match for my warm-blooded clumsiness, I guess.
just hit him.
See here, I shall attempt to run him through.
Hopefully he's squishy.
I said 26.
That's a hit.
Nice.
Almost a crit, but not quite there. All right.
He's
7
looking at 7 slashing damage.
Oh. And I just realized some of these guys don't have their health bars, do they?
No,
Does it get
the
them
only one that we
when
see
you
Does
is
that
the
mean
Stargazers.
they're minions and they die in 1 hit?
Ooh.
Yes.
Let me just turn that on for this guy. Resources. Always for everyone. There we go. And that same thing for this guy. There.
That didn't do much.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, slash them again. Ooh.
That was less successful.
Ooh, that was a terrible roll.
Slash the tires, light the fires. Is that?
All right. So that was a move and 2 strikes.
Sure was.
All right. The lizard folk scouts, all of them seem poised, ready to leap into action to Nickolai's defense, but they are not moving from his side.
Okay.
The other Stargazer, however, is going to move,
He's lost looking at the stars. Look at that one.
and then he's going to measure Ooh.
Hey now,
Well, let's just see.
what's all this now?
I think they were
Um,
listening to your whole, I'm going to rush forward in my plate mail and you can't, ow. You've distracted them. They're very, prone to attacking shiny objects, and there's a big giant one. They're like, ooh, shiny, get it.
I think that'll work. Okay, so it's going to move. Second action there. Then he's going to have to wait. So we'll do something. Where is that? Oh, that was dumb. What's the range on that initially? Oh, I see. All right, I did a dumb. That's okay. I will. I guess I'll just cast guidance on this guy.
Guidance.
There we go. And he's done. All right. Bottom of the order, Comric, Ide, and Slippery Phil. Comric is first.
Comrec will cast Bless. Yep. So can I do spell effect Bless? Can I add that to me? I did. Did that create a circle? No.
Do you have the place 5-foot emanation button?
Yes.
Click on that and it
On
should
me?
give you a thing. There you go.
Hey.
Oh, it's even in your ping color. That helps.
That is helpful, yes.
So
So that's two
whose bubbles are
actions.
whose? Yep.
And then I could move, or I could cast some guidance on somebody as well.
I mean,
So, who do you want it, or should I give it to Slippery Phil?
I actually don't know out of the two of us who's the higher damage. I feel like I can take the hits, but he tends to do more damage, I think.
If he hits with an attack?
If he hits, right? Well, that's
Yeah.
the problem, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of where I'm going.
Okay.
So boost his ability to hit.
I will do that
Mhm.
then. So I will cast guidance, spell effect guidance on Slippery Phil. There we go. And that'll be Comrec's turn.
Beautiful. All right. Ide is up.
Short and sweet.
Okie dokie. Okay, so those four, they're not moving. They're not engaging. They're staying around Nickolai.
Right.
I'm going to hang on to my blunted arrow for the moment. And this spellcaster, he's in bushes. He's in. Is that covered there? Or is
Yes.
that-
So he's going to have. Yes, he'll have a bit of cover. Cover concealment. Cover. Yeah, I'll just give him. I'll give him lesser cover. He'll just have a +1 to AC.
All right. I'll go for this guy here. That spellcaster. Okay.
Okay.
So I am going to target him. He is my hunted prey.
I will say that you are shooting through all of your allies at that point, so he's going to get some soft cover.
Wouldn't it be?
I guess you're arcing over top.
He's up a hill a little bit, isn't he? Is this a hill or
Yeah,
is this?
no, that's fair. That's fair.
That was my thinking. Is that
Yep. No, that's fine.
the bit of a degree there? Okay. I am going to use my antler arrow on him
Mhm.
to attempt to pin him in place.
Nice.
That'd be fun.
So I'll make my attack first.
It's a hit.
20 hits. Okay, that's very good to know. And so with my arrow, antler arrow, he needs to make a DC 16 reflex save or becomes stuck to the surface.
Oh, snap. That's cool. Is it like you're like pinning him to the ground or something?
Nice.
Oh, he crit failed.
Nice.
So the arrow hits him, and then like bone antlers extend out of the arrow, like and like pin him to the ground. So
That's
he's
amazing.
now stuck there. And I'll roll the damage. So he'll take 13 points of damage from that as well, and be pinned in place.
Is I guess he's restrained. Is he grabbed? I'm not quite sure.
It says he comes stuck to the surface.
Taking the critical specialization effect of a bow. I see. Let's take a look at critical specialization effects from a bow. He is immobilized. And he will have to make a DC 10 athletics check to pull them in.
Yes. Yeah, if that had been a crit on him, then it would have been up to 15 for the check. But yeah, so it's a 10.
So he's effectively grabbed, right? That's
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, he's not grabbed. He's just immobilized. That's
Immobilized, yeah.
So there is a separate immobilized. There we go. So speed is 0.
Okay, and second attack, 15.
Hits.
Also hits.
Wow.
Him. Ooh.
Okay.
Oh wait, what? Why is my damage type? Oh, okay, that's right. This is not my first attack though. So this is 1d8 for an extra 5 damage.
Every little bit helps.
Yeah. So I just take a couple shots at him, pin him there.
He's pinned.
Sweet. That worked out well.
Very well.
Indeed.
And that I no longer have that arrow, but that was worth it.
Yep.
I think I've been waiting to use that.
All right, so we're up to Slippery Phil.
And I will be right back.
So, Slippery Phil might as well just come up and get in the face of the guy that Sir Sal is fighting. I don't know that he could do any kind of tumble through to gain panache on that guy, right? Without going into the smoke.
He has other ways to gain panache, right? He
does.
Right, if he grapples, shoves, or trips a foe, he also gets panache.
Oh, okay, well then we'll move into range. So if he steps to there or moves to there.
Yep.
And then grapples that guy.
Yep.
Okay, so combat grapnel, first strike. Wait a minute, why does that say thrown usage? Would this be thrown?
Technically, yes. That's why it's only got a range of 10 feet.
Okay. And then he's got a circumstance bonus because of bless.
And
Or no, not because of bless, sorry, because of guidance.
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 Does that?
Oh, I forgot to select the target. Sorry.
25 is a hit, but not a crit.
Okay. So we'll deal damage.
It's grabbed.
Six damage, and he's grappled.
Perfect.
So Slippery Phil gains panache.
Mm-hmm.
So I will throw panache on him.
But nah.
Oh, that didn't work. I'll get there. Effect panache. There we go. Panache.
Perfect. So that was one action to move, one action to grapnel. You no longer have the guidance. In fact, you've got the anti-guidance now. You're immune to guidance.
So he's got the enemy currently grappled with his grapnel.
Yes.
So he can't attack again with the grapnel.
Correct.
So then I guess maybe what he should do is raise his cape.
Okay.
Is there something I gotta select for that?
Don't know that there is a thing for that.
Okay, I'll
Man, it's still his turn.
Complicated man, that slippery Phil.
yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
how
he
you.
has to do everything in French, obviously. Takes longer.
All right, so you're caping and that's it. You're done.
Yes.
Okay. Then we're on to this stargazer here. And you see he slams a hand onto the ground and you see this ripple sort of go across the ground. And I need, what? Oh, I need to do that. Huh. Place a 10-foot burst right there.
Oh my.
So, Comric, Slippery Phil, and Sir Sal, I need reflex saves.
I'm so good at that.
So, bless
That guy, right? This guy?
plus one status bonus to attack rolls while within the emanation. Okay, so this doesn't help with saving throws or anything. Okay. Sorry, which kind of saving throw?
Reflex.
Reflex. Okay, so this is Comrec.
14.
All right, you have failed.
Also 14.
You failed.
And
Oh, wow, you rolled real bad.
yeah. Now, Slippery Phil is an expert in reflex. And it shows.
He sure is.
He has critically succeeded.
He just like jumps and does the Matrix
don't
like freezing
say.
in midair. Just like
All right, so 2 fails, no critical fails. All right, so I have cast a thing called Swamp Call. So the ground beneath your feet is now turned to a soggy, sudden mess.
Oh.
And
ew.
you are Swamp Called. And you are Swamp.
Mama swamp call.
So you have a circumstance penalty to your speed of 10
Your
feet.
mother was a hamster.
You just regular failed, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we are now off guard.
Yes.
You're distracted or otherwise unable to focus your full attention on defense. Great. Oh, -2 penalty to AC.
Yes. Off guard is the remastered name for flat-footed.
Oh, okay.
Oh, boy. I'm already so fast.
Mm-hmm.
It's so long
This
before
guy
I
has
go
one
again.
action left. He's going to back off because and again.
You saw his friend got pinned.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want any part of that. All right. Lizard Folk Warrior, who is up in the business with y'all. He is grappled. So he can't move. So but he does still have his long spear. So he could technically stab any one of you still.
No, that broke.
And the only one who isn't watching their feet get sucked into the swamp is the one he wants to stab the most, which is unfortunate.
Jealous.
And a cat just fell off the computer. No, he's okay.
That sounds about right.
Mhm.
It's like that cat just fed. Nope, he's fine.
Just lots of terrified scrabbling noises, but no. I need to find out how to escape the grapnel, I think.
He pulled an orange cat.
Try as you
Come
might.
back.
Slippery Phil will keep you.
I am not afraid of this ground of yours.
The
In
escape.
case you have not noticed, I am very good at jumping.
Okay, what is Slippery Phil's athletics DC? So whatever his athletics modifier is, plus 10.
I think it's like 38, 40 or something like that.
Let's see. Athletics is 10 plus 10, so 20.
So 20.
Yeah, he's an expert in athletics, so good luck, have fun.
I'm rather
Yeah.
an expert in athletics.
See, the problem is that the escape action also has the attack trait, so I would take the map if I tried to escape
Oh,
Mm.
and then start attacking. Oh, somebody. All right, I'm going to stab Slippery Phil first because he's made me upset.
but he's slippery.
All right, so
You can't stab him.
long spear against the. Oh,
Oh no!
For crying out loud.
that's my second crit this fight.
Where's your however?
Yes, I was just about to say. I think you'll. Boy, is it getting hot in here? Must be all this radiant justice. This divine redemption. This glimpse of what could be. Should you consider the act? Yeah, I'm gonna do my thing.
So that is, I take weakened,
Enfeebled?
enfeebled, something.
Yeah. So either the ally is unharmed by the triggering damage, and not likely, or they gain resistance to the damage equal to 6, and the enemy becomes enfeebled 2.
I will do that second option. All right.
Yeah, I
So
kind of figured.
he only takes 8 damage instead of that full 14. So,
Not bad, not bad.
and I'll become enfeebled 2.
Oh, wait a minute. What did
Redeem
his,
your soul, or at least consider your life choices.
his dueling cape?
What does that do?
Oh, it just gives him a +1 circumstance bonus to AC. You critted, so it doesn't matter.
All right. That was one action to do that. Second action. He's going to swing his tail at Sir Sal.
Sir Sal, jump!
Blah.
Jump in your full plate mail.
What?
Oh, I didn't target you, but an 18 is not going to hit you, is it?
No, it will not. Because
Ooh.
I, as we all know, am
Get
clad
on with it.
from head to toe in the brightly polished and shining sheet of steel known to mankind as full plate mail.
Very good. With my last action, I will feebly try to escape.
You may try.
I'm enfeebled,
Yeah, you're
and escape is. Just want to double check that it does have the attack option. So this will be at -10.
Oh boy, poor guy.
All right then.
So he's got a real good chance.
So he's not one of those animal lizards
Hey.
who can
You're
escape
not
really
that
well.
20 then, so he's still grabbed. But that is his turn. Nickolai. Nickolai, what are you going to do, buddy?
Wake up.
He is going to move. Oops. Move to there. And then I'm going to see.
What is he doing?
Oh, one creature. Hmm. Well, I see. So to Nickolai's eyes, Sir Sal and Comric have found a fountain and are cooling their feet in the fountain. And he sees Slippery Phil sort of standing on his own. And he says, come, come, I must show you the wonders of this grand city. And
Oh,
he sort of
shoot.
looks at Slippery Phil. And I need Slippery Phil to give me a will save.
He is an expert in will. He's an expert in all the saves, apparently.
Hmm.
But Bless isn't doing anything for him. Yeah, there's nothing here that I can give an extra circumstance to. Roll high. That's a high roll.
Mm.
Yeah, you have succeeded, not critically.
What? 28.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Take
yeah. So Slippery Phil, you swear you start seeing the trees sort of morphing into buildings,
Oh,
and you
dear.
see the fountain that they're cooling their feet in, but you know it's an illusion. There's some sort of mental hallucination that's going on here
Hmm.
that Nickolai seems to be passing out, as well as probably under the effects of.
Here, man. Have a toke. Come join the party, man.
But that is Nickolai's turn.
Water's great.
Lizard folk warrior.
Come in. The water's wet.
Oh, I can get to there.
Yes, come closer to us.
Oh, no. First
Oh, no.
action, he grabs his long spear back up off the ground that he dropped on the last turn.
Burn that action. Love it.
Yeah, sure. Yep.
And then he's going to take 2 actions.
Oh,
And he's going to dash way the hell over here
Okay.
with a little thing that I like to call sudden charge. I stride twice and make 1 strike at the end of that movement.
Oh,
Because I see you back there shooting arrows. Shooty McGee.
does he
Hey.
turn to his lizard folk brothers and say, "Witness me"?
Shooty McGee is my father's name.
I missed.
Hey.
Yeah. I see him coming from a mile away, and I'm just like, step.
Yeah.
Lizard folk, more like lizard joke.
Zing.
He takes 2 points of burn damage.
It's the guard watching Lancelot come from a distance. Like,
Yeah.
Nice.
That's what I like to call a sunburn.
Hey.
get out of
All
it.
right. So I believe the swamp call. Let me see. Next last until you leave the area
like
until the
aye.
end of your next turn.
I'm going to
No.
swamp, bye.
Hey. So yes, Sir Sal, you are up.
Right. I shall kind of keep my eye on the lizard folk I'm currently dealing with, but I shall turn to see the one right next to Nickolai. And I'll just, as I shall bring the sword up, and it will begin to glow brightly with the light of the sun. Beware, evildoer, for I have a sunburn coming for you.
Work on your metaphors.
And I'm going to cast Sunblade on him
Well, okay then.
Son of a gun.
because I'm stuck in this mud.
You are.
He's got I got to make a spell attack. I'm in bright natural sunlight, I believe. Yes.
Sure are.
Yeah, that's right. So this is going to be an attack.
Hadouken.
Well, bam! That's a 24.
Sure hits.
Nice.
Hadouken.
Let's see here. I get to. Is he what we would consider an evil creature?
I believe so, yes.
Very good.
Nice.
Let's see.
I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it's going to be good for your damage.
It is good for my damage, indeed. I believe combination of that is going to be fire plus evil. It's not undead, but I am in sunlight. So we're looking at grand total is 7 damage, combination fire and good or vitality, whatever you're calling it.
All right.
Cancerous radiation.
He's hurt.
Right,
UV radiation.
I shall then follow up with a right good sword slash to the one in front of me, and I believe that counts as an attack, so I now have a -5 to this sword
Correct.
swing, right? Yes, okay.
And that was a 2-action.
That is the way I planned it. Yeah, that was a 2-action spell. Yes.
Yep.
21.
You still hit.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
Eat-
thanks to that
Eat
hit.
hot death, 9 slashing damage.
Nice.
Nicely done.
Hey, you
Okay.
see? Victory is simple. Swing sword, pray to the sun, repeat as needed.
All right. End of your turn. Your clumsy goes away, and the swamp call is done.
And that is going to take one. I believe that costs 2 of my focus to do that. So there we go.
All right. Now things are going to get interesting. Scouts.
Oh shoot, they're gonna move.
They
They're
are going
gonna
to
bring that smoke cloud with them.
Sure are.
Oh no.
Here we go.
Jeez.
So, I should probably move the thing you can see as well. Let's try that.
Oh crap.
So I need the 3 of you.
Remember why I stayed away?
No idea.
The rest of
So
us
let's
don't
see.
have long range pokey sticks. We only have short range.
I got this.
So this is a will save.
Okay, I'm an expert in will saves. Famous last words, I'm
As
sure.
you
My
That's
will,
gonna be the episode title already. I'm an expert at.
my will is as iron as the armor that enshrouds me.
Oh no!
I need to keep my big mouth shut.
Every time you've said something along
I-
those lines, my armor is impenetrable. Oh, crap.
I am going to spend a hero point
Oh, good call.
to re-roll my nat 1.
I'm assuming Comrec and Slippery Phil both succeed.
Say nothing.
Yes.
28, 24.
All right.
Well, I mean, the 16
Sir Sal has
is
turned
okay, I
his
guess.
crit fail into a regular fail, which is okay.
I'll take that. In this game, that matters.
Mhm. So you are only stupefied 1.
Stupefied.
Stupefied reduces your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma based checks and DCs, including will saves, spell attack modifiers, and spell DCs. Anytime you attempt to cast a spell, you have to make a flat check.
Well, it's a good thing I already did that.
Yep, it's 1 turn too late for me. Those of you that succeeded,
We become immune.
he's stupefied 1, and he will remain that way as long as he is in the cloud. You guys who succeeded are dazzled until the end of your next turn.
Dazzled. Your eyes are overstimulated or your vision is swimming. Vision is your only precise sense. All creatures and objects are concealed from you. Oh my.
So concealed means you're rolling. Oh, I guess Sir Sal, you're probably dazzled as well because you did both the things.
Well, I do stare
dazzled
directly
to-
into the sunlight a lot.
Yes. So everyone is dazzled to the end of your next turn. You are stupefied as long as you're in the cloud.
What do you call them stupefied?
Yes. So dazzled, basically you guys get a good snootful of this stuff and sort of you see stars for a minute because it is potent.
I always see stars.
So I takes an arrow to aim at Sal and just the blunted arrow. And just,
All right. The stargazer who is still pinned by that arrow is unhappy about being pinned by that.
aw.
It's so weird.
So now, I got to read this.
You can
I have
cry
to read
about
all
it.
my spells. reading. Let's say you and you. And then you are 55. So I think what he's going to do is same thing he did to Sir Sal. He's going to target you with a thunder strike. You being eyed. So I need
okay.
reflex save.
Yar.
I think that's probably something you're decent at.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would
Well-
say you're pretty good at that.
Yeah.
Basic reflex save says you take no damage.
hey.
Hey, I love how these lizard folk are throwing everything they have at Ide, and Ide's just like taking one step backwards and like one step forwards. He's just like,
Yes,
And
he's Neo to their Agent Smith right now.
you see, I've got full plate mail. Ide has just not getting hit.
Ide has nope.
Yeah, just nopes out.
Like, I'm gonna hit you. No, you're not. Crap. Well, okay then.
And for his last action, he's going to try to escape. DC 10, was it?
Yeah.
Athletics, which I'm not trained in. This might. Nope.
Wow. I'm gonna say DC 10. He's out for sure. Nope, that's a weak lizard.
He's a weird little nerd going, can't get out.
Foot is stuck. There you go.
All right, Comric. So you are you're feeling like you're standing in molasses. Your head is swimming. You're surrounded by all this yellow smoke. You know there's bad guys around, but
Too
all
many
right.
dwarven ales.
I will spend an action to increase the emanation by 5, which
that's
I don't think
not
that I have any
happening.
ability to do that.
I can do that easy enough. Goes up to 10.
Yeah,
All these overlapping colors.
there's a lot of overlapping colors. Yep. So that's one action. I will, because I'm dazzled. I'm gonna give guidance to Sir Sal, who I can see or touch in front of me.
Mhm.
So I will cast guidance on Sir Sal. There you go. Add +1 to your next
Ah!
attack. And then I will raise my shield.
Ooh, look at you.
Not my magical shield, my shield, my shieldy shield. Raise. There we go.
Perfect. All right. End of your
Fine.
turn. Dazzle goes away. Swamp Call goes away.
And that's
So-
all 3 of my actions. That's my turn.
Let me just double check if the terrain stays longer than the effects. So yes, will remain as difficult terrain for another minute. So I need to keep that on there. Okay.
Okay.
Comric done. Ide, you are up. You've got one guy who's getting close to your business, and
Mhm. I think still hit this guy. I want to try and finish him off. So I will go for my prey there.
right. That's a hit.
That's a hit. Yes, it is.
He is probably super dead.
He can enjoy. Oh, that's actually really low roll.
Bad roll.
Really
Swings and
low.
roundabouts.
5
Wow,
and
for
1.
2d8?
Yeah.
He's still kicking.
Oh,
I don't know how, but he is.
HP.
Because I rolled horribly on that.
Yep.
Second shot.
Mhm. Okay, now he's dead.
now he's gonna die. I rolled higher on 1d8 than I did with 2d8. Come on.
Mhm.
You hate to see it.
All right. That was 2 actions. One guy
Two
down.
actions. And this guy that's coming close to me. So I see him coming in, and I will quick stow my. I will quick draw my shield.
Ooh. Sword and boarded, are you?
Yeah. So the bow, and then just like shield out, and then longsword in hand. And I'm like, I just gotta look at the lizard folk and just give him a wink. Like, I got more than just that bow.
And his unblinking eyes staring at you. You can see the nicotinating membrane
Yeah.
sort of slide down over top. It's like,
Mhm.
all right, he's ready for you, as ready as you are for him. All right,
Yeah.
that is your turn. Slippery Phil is up.
I don't really want to put Slippery Phil in between a bunch of lizard folk and Sir Sal. So Slippery Phil has a movement speed of 35.
Oh wait, can I raise it as part of that? No, raise is an action, right?
Correct.
Wait, okay.
So Slippery Phil is going to tumble through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Can he
You still have, so he still has panache from grappling this guy.
Oh yeah, I'm so grapple. It's been that long since Slippery Phil's last turn. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
With his grapple, he can rip that guy's throat out and then
Yeah, so
move away.
I might as well start with that. So let's try to get a finisher. Finisher is selected, confident finisher. So I'm just gonna try to strike
Finish him.
with the grapnel. Can I do that? Do I have to undo the grapple first in order to strike him?
Yes, so you'd have to release him and then turn around it. Like, so it's
Two
he's
actions
currently
to attack
grappled
him.
by it. So free action to drop the grapple and then whack him with it again.
Oh, free action. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I will drop the
It's like you
grapple.
send a ripple through the
and
rope,
then-
and then like as it unleashes, you pull it back.
Combat
All right,
grapnel.
so I'll remove the grappled. But it did what it gave you the panache, which is what you're really shooting for.
Yep. So the confident finisher gives me on the attack roll or on the damage roll?
It gives you damage. You do 2d6 extra damage on a hit and 2 on a miss.
Okay, so he's currently inside bless, so he gets an extra circumstance because I don't see that here. So
Okay.
this is plus
It'll
12.
come up on the- yeah.
And I'll make sure that I have the right target selected. There we go. 22 to hit.
Hit. That's
Mhm.
a hit.
And then damage, precise strike is there. Good. 14 damage.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look, he's dead.
Hey.
Yes. Yes.
So I guess that would be removed.
Nicely done.
Dueling cape. So now,
Down.
since
3
one of
down,
them
we got
came
3
in
down.
closer,
No,
that
2
was
down.
just one attack, right? Or one action?
Yeah. Oh. Roll a flat check for concealed. You need to roll a DC. So it's a DC 5 flat check. You need to roll a 5 or higher because you were dazzled.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so I'm rolling a what?
Just a flat
D20?
D20. Yeah.
Oh, slash roll 1d20.
No. No, come on.
Oh. All right.
Does that undo everything I just did?
Can you hero point your flat check?
You could hero point that if you wanted
I
to.
will. I will
think
hero
I think
point.
this guy
Oh.
needs to, because we can't bring him back.
How do I? Oh, there we go. Okay, I will spend a hero point and I will re-roll that. There
5 is what you needed.
Hey, there we go.
Oh,
There's a DC
Lord.
5 flat check.
Wow.
Wow.
So you
Oh my
succeed.
goodness. Are you kidding?
Nail
me?
biter.
Wow. Wow.
Gotta like it.
Okay.
Jeez.
Okay, so I will.
Pathfinder is angry.
All right, so your panache is gone.
So from there, I will send Slippery Phil over to the guy that's attacking Ide, and I will
Mhm.
tumble behind or tumble through.
Nice. Okay.
So
That's
Like,
acrobatics
oh.
versus my reflex DC.
Acrobatics.
Have the number.
Hell
Rolling
surprise,
this.
you bastard.
This isn't technically an attack. It's a move action.
Correct.
Okay, so he doesn't get the circumstance bonus, so it's a 12.
12 is not enough. So you end your movement here.
Okay. And since he's up nice and close, might as well... Can he attack in close with his combat grapnel?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so then we'll just roll that as a second
Bonjour,
attack.
my scary friends.
Combat grapnel, -5. +1 circumstance bonus because he's still in bless. Yes, he is.
Bless, yep.
Does a 20 hit? I forgot to select
20
the target.
hits. Yep, 20 does hit.
Nice.
7 damage.
This lizard folks that coming in at eye, and all of a sudden it's just like, whoa!
Bounces off the side of them and then skids back and grapples them around the legs. Beautiful.
Bonjour.
All right. We are back to the top of the order with the lizard folk stargazer. Oh, that guy way over there. What are you going to do?
Lizard
Sunshine?
Folk Stargazer sounds like an 80s heavy metal band.
It kind of does.
Lizard
I mean,
Folk Stargazer.
In a way, Sir Sal is a stargazer.
Um,
I'm a stargazer.
I guess he'll do that because he doesn't really have a lot of other options. So move
The last stargazer.
here. Who was within 30 feet of me? You two.
Stargazer Wars.
Who does he like less right now? Probably Sir Sal. Just because,
Himself. He's having
uh,
self-esteem issues.
it's
Self-esteem issues.
attack. So I've missed
Yeah, you did.
as a small mote of fire flings from his hand and bounces ineffectively off of your full plate mail.
That's right.
Oh yes, slippery.
Who
Phil
needs
no longer
sunscreen when
dazzled.
you have full plate mail?
Oh, I'm trying to remember. Did you? You haven't had a turn since the cloud moved, right?
Me, no.
Okay, so you are still dazzled.
I am.
Slippery Phil is no longer. All right, that was that stargazer, Nickolai.
He's just gonna
Nickolai.
be all woo.
Yeah, he's just pointing out the sights. Like, I can't wait till we get to the arch over there. I'm going to check out the inscriptions on that and see if it is of something of import. He is still playing tour guide. Lizard folk warrior. That's that cat.
Dude's got some dysentery or something, man.
Mm,
Drank some bad water.
well, let's see. Here's what the plan is. Attack number 1 with the long spear on the hide. Like so. That is a hit.
That will
Oh.
hit.
Had to happen at some point.
I was bound to hit you eventually.
Ooh, 9 damage. All right.
All right. Second attack. He swings around and whips his tail at Slippery Phil. Nice little agile attack here. Super misses.
Critical miss.
Somehow hits himself with the tail.
And then he's going to do the same again because escaping at this point is futile. And attacking also futile, apparently. All right. Super good turn. Sir Sal, you are up.
Right. Well, we have a conundrum because on the one hand, I could double back and try to assist my party outside of this mist that seems to be problematic. Or, I'm already in it, I could just charge in and just start swinging wildly. My thoughts and instincts are clouded, and my eyes are overstimulated.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I would just resort to good old fashioned close my eyes and let
Dash and bash.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go whoop.
So Start swinging his sword around.
You're just like,
there you go.
this plate mail might be heavy, but it's nothing compared to the weight of righteous justice. And I'll swing at the lizard folk.
I'm just developing a tick just from his battles. I'm usually just,
He's just an eye twitch. All right, so that doesn't. Neither of these things cause me any issue necessarily to attacking this guy, do they?
Dazzled, you need to roll a flat check.
Okay, so should I do that first?
Might as well, so we don't have the same situation that Mike had.
yeah.
All right, take away your kill.
Oh my god.
Well,
For example,
It kind of fits though. He's like, whoa.
yes,
Didn't see
Yeah.
that there. I tripped over
Oh,
my
excuse
plate
me, madam.
Pardon me, good sir. How clumsy of me.
mail. You might want to get out of the way. There's combat here. Step aside, citizen. Oh man.
Not to worry, though I have difficulty reading maps, the sun always lights my way. Pardon.
All right, you got one action left.
Oh my gosh.
Is there anything I can do with it?
You take another swing at this guy.
Can I
Is it
raise
the-
my shield?
You can raise your shield. You can take another swing if you want. You just have to roll another flat check.
I'll take another swing. Why not?
Roll higher than 5. Come on.
There we go.
There you
I rolled
Hey.
higher than 5.
It's a 20% miss chance.
It's, you know what? It's higher than 5. That's all that can matter. You know what? And that's not my attack roll. So that's all
No.
that matters, really,
Yes.
in the long run.
So now you can roll your attack.
You're outside
Okay.
of bless though, so no circumstance +1.
And do I still have that guidance? I haven't used it yet.
Your token
Uh,
says it's expired, but I don't know why.
I feel like I should have it for this turn, and then it's just gone next turn.
I believe that I put it on you during my last turn.
Okay, then
So-
yeah, that's
Yeah.
It's
So I'll throw that on there. Why not?
Yeah,
There we go.
Mm.
that 31
There
is
we
really
go.
what made it happen.
There
Like that
we
extra
go.
one.
That's
that's
right.
that's
That extra one. You know, that's all it's about.
Take him out.
all right. Let's see
man.
that critical damage. I want to see what the big number is. That's a big.
Ooh.
22 slashing
Ooh.
damage.
That's a pretty big number.
Ooh,
You slash him in half.
Oh, baby.
Nice.
Oh,
He just goes down.
yeah.
Now,
Nice.
I'm not saying that I'm the reason we're winning,
No, you wouldn't dare.
but neat. That's my turn, I guess.
All right,
Shoot.
so your dazzled is gone now.
I think I got him.
As your head clears, you're
Yes,
like,
as your eyes
yes.
clear, you just see your sword
he's-
dripping with the blood of a lizard man and 2 halves of a lizard man at
I
your
actually
feet.
doubled him.
Great. I may not be sharp, but my sword certainly is.
All right, these scouts.
Do I write one-liners in the wee hours of the night between shows? Maybe.
Maybe. They're going to slightly reposition to make sure they're still fully bracketing Nickolai, but otherwise
Cute geometry.
readying their actions. Comric, you are up.
I don't know what to do. I will spend the
I
action.
have found
increase this-
charging and swinging to be rather effective.
Yes, but I've got short, stumpy legs. I could reach the guy over by slippery fill.
All right, you're going to make Bless bigger?
I'm gonna make
Got
bless
this guy.
bigger.
Okay.
I don't want to leave Sir Sal, although he did just basically swat that one lizard folk thing into
You
non-existence.
take
So
that, you
That's
take
right.
the you need to take the other Stargazer out.
Has been smoted.
so that's one
Here's
action. So I literally can't reach
Spellcaster.
5, 10, 15, 20. I can't reach him with one action, and I've already burned one. So if I double move, he just gets to hit me next turn, and I've done nothing
I'll
to
go
him.
for him then. If you come back and
So that's what I'm gonna
Phil,
do.
Yeah,
I hate moving because I'm
I'll
so
be-
slow.
I'll be fine.
And
up
you
here
are in the
on my
difficult
own.
terrain as well, still.
Oh.
So
That's
that
right.
First
So my
square
first
is
move
going
is
to cost
10.
you 2. Yep.
10, 15, 20. I could get there. But I don't want to leave Sir Sal on his own.
Me and my full plate mill.
I've not
We'll be able to
done that
handle the
amazing
onslaught.
so far.
Those guys are squishy.
What are you talking about? I haven't been bitten or slapped by their tails.
Those guys are
this
squishy.
entire
We'll be fine.
fight.
All right, I'll go 5, 10.
He just turns. What are you talking
15.
about? I'm perfectly fine with a javelin sticking
Actually, I'll go. I'll only go. Yeah, I'll go 2 squares.
Steam is still coming up out of his
Yeah.
mouth.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
That's
I
just the
will
light of
then-
the sun.
I will attack with my storm hammer.
Nice.
Just
Uh,
He's still grabbed, so he's
I'm
easier to
working
hit.
on my holy tan.
he's off guard.
I could spend another action to make it electrical. Or have I given? I haven't given guidance to Ide yet, right?
Nope,
No.
you haven't.
All right. Because I can only do it to Ide now. I've given it to everybody else. So I'm just gonna attack with my storm hammer on
Yeah.
that target.
Hit him
Actually,
very
that's-
hard.
With that thing,
Please.
not my shield. I should know this. Do I gain the bonus from Bless? I'm assuming I do.
I would expect so.
Okay, so I get a +1 circumstance bonus as well from Bless. And huzzah! 24 to hit that
Hey!
target.
4 is a hit.
It's a hit.
Not a crit, but
That's
it is.
all right. Whoop. Oh, wait, Stormhammer. Oh, I have to use an action to turn that on. I'm not going to do that. 1d8 plus 2. 7 damage.
That helps. It's respectable.
And then I will throw a guidance on Ide.
Very good.
Alrighty.
Why can't I give guidance to Ide? User Mike lacks permission to create item.
That is weird.
But
Yeah, I can't give it to Ide. I could give it to everybody else.
That is weird. Well, I can give it to him.
All right, that's move, attack,
All right.
guidance. That's my turn.
Beautiful.
No, wait.
All right. What?
I can't do that. No, he doesn't get guidance. I increased my aura. That was my first action. Then I moved, then I
right,
attacked.
right.
That's all 3. No
Very good.
guidance.
it's like I feel get never. Whoa, never mind.
Never mind. All right. Ide is up.
Cool.
You are blessed.
I am
Plus 1
blessed,
circumstance bonus.
and I'm actually not too worried about this guy here at the moment because my 2
Yeah.
companions have come running in at him.
I
So
can barely hit you anyway.
I'm gonna quick draw my bow again.
Ooh.
And he is now my prey.
Right. As you go to make that shot, you're within reach of his long spear, and this guy has attack of opportunity.
Am I really?
Oh.
Interesting.
So
All
he's
right.
going to take a whack at you. I think it's the first time it's actually triggered for me. I missed, but now you know
Now I know. Okay.
the Warriors have attack of opportunity.
Yes, they do. Good to know.
They're speedy and tricksy.
Yes. They got fighter things like sudden charge and attack of opportunity. It's great.
All right, well, I'm
Oh,
gonna critical hit the
good
Stargazer.
night.
Wow. Roll high on
He
the
is
damage.
Super dead. Let's see.
Boy, come on. Come on. 32 damage. Yes.
Wow.
Oh,
Yes.
I think that's
let
our
me
new
see.
record.
Well, here's the thing. He started with 30, so he's super dead.
Oh, wow.
baby.
Wow.
One shot, just
Yeah.
straight through and through the neck, just and he doesn't.
As the spear kind of comes to the side, I sidestep a little bit, and that actually gives me that extra vantage point. I'm like, oh, there's his eye. Like right through the head. Just take him out.
Yeah, and just keels over straight backwards.
Oh, baby.
That
Nice.
was a nice one.
Oh, that was satisfying.
That's first action.
That was one of my first action. Oh yeah. Oh look, I can hit that guy. Second shot. That'll hit
It does.
for 7 points of damage.
He goes down in a heap.
A strong wind would knock these things out.
And that one's got covered by Nickolai. So why the heck not? Last shot against that guy, because yeah. I'm like, they need to go down because this thing needs to go away. So
Yeah.
I'm just going all out here. Even if it's a miss, that's okay. This has been a very successful round. Oh, I still rolled a 14 with a -10. So jeez. Okay, I'm very happy with that round.
That was an okay turn.
32 damage. Oh my
Wow.
word.
All right, Slippery Phil, you have
That
a
was
guy
like the perfect shot, just like right.
So Slippery Phil should have panache because he grappled a guy in his last turn.
Oh, yes. So, we might as well just go right for that finisher then. So we will combat grapnel.
So you're gonna release the grapnel and attack him with it again.
Yes.
Okay, so he's no longer grabbed.
Circumstance bonus because of bless.
Right.
And attack. 30
Oh
critical hit.
no! Oh no!
Well, you know, I think this battle might be turning in our favor.
a little.
Okay, precise strike is on. 24.
Yes.
Oh lordy!
Thunder him.
Ooh, nice.
Yes.
Down.
Oh, that's amazing.
That is fantastic. And again, first action.
I almost feel like
Yeah.
it's like in the span, like the lizard folk like takes a stab at Ide. Ide just shoots over, kind of looks at him, raises his eyebrows, shoots the other guy dead too, and in the same time, as he pulls back the spear, he looks around and he sees Phil, and he's just like, "Oh crap!"
Yes, as you see this grappling hook swinging at his skull, I was like, "Oh no!"
Shoot!
All
that
right,
was
so
amazing.
Slippery Phil
Nicely done.
is then going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And he will attempt a second grapnel attack on just a regular grapnel, not going to try to grapple.
Okay, just to
Finisher is off
Whack
here
him with
because
it.
panache is
Yep.
gone. And second attack, so no circumstance. 16. Oh, I didn't select it to hit that one.
it hits.
These
hits.
guys are squishy. These guys are squishy.
6 damage.
Thanks. They're super squishy.
And murderized him. And that's Phil's turn.
Oh boy. Nickolai. I guess he will turn to Sir Sal and say, "Sir Sal, come check out the carvings on this arch with me, would you? And I need you to make a will save."
Oh boy. I don't want to be on the receiving end of Sir Sal's righteous judgment.
Who does? To be fair. Stupefied. Oh, look, that's not good.
Mhm. That's the way this was supposed to work. Oh, you're
23.
saved. So same thing with as with Slippery Phil. So you see he's pointing to where like two palm trees are sort of overleaning each other, and you see that yes, it does kind of look like a stone archway, but you realize that this is a hallucination that he's trying to push on you.
Well, the teachers back at the temple did say that it was really difficult for enchantments to get to me because I'm so dense. I guess they know the power of full plate mail.
Indeed. And now
Is
it
that
is your turn.
We're talking about the full metal plate that's in your head. Like, is that what we're talking about here?
I made sure to get my helmet extra thick.
I wear it internally.
All right, so Sal is up. There's one mook left. Can you take him down?
Please.
I think I might be able to do that once I get to him.
It's like, oh yes, I see that arch.
Yeah. Pardon me, sir. Whilst I just finish off what I'm in the middle of here. So very good. I'm going to take a strike. Hiya. That's a critical hit.
Do you want to roll the damage?
Yeah.
Yes,
No,
please do.
Only 4.
You killed 4 times over. That's
there's no trace. There's no trace that he ever existed.
that's like you quartered him. Basically, you took each limb off. And
He's
went to
erased from existence. He just never was.
red mist.
Oh my goodness.
All right, let's get rid of that. So yes, as the sensors have
You
been
done killed him dead.
knocked aside and not tended to by these guys, the cloud slowly starts to clear. It is also 10 o'clock, so this seems like a good time to take a break.
Yeah.
And we'll let the dust settle and the clouds clear, and then you can have a little chat with Nickolai when we come back from the break. See how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
See you soon.
Great.
And we're back. So the seaside smoke has wind, breeze has cleared the smoke. So your Sir Sal, your head clears almost immediately as you get a nice breath of fresh air again. You see Nickolai's, his demeanor doesn't change a whole lot. He is still obviously hallucinating everything around him, but he's also breathing more clearly. Rather, he was sort of huffing and wheezing a little bit when you first came up to him.
I prepared a restoration spell, so I don't know what he's being affected by, but I will. Comric will come up and put a hand on his shoulder and cast restoration. I'll post it there so you can see it.
Okay. Interesting.
I don't know what he's been affected by, but if there's anything that is applicable to that.
I'll have my blunt arrow out just in case. I need to just knock him out or something.
All right, so I'm going to count that. So we're doing sort of a mini skill challenge here, and I'm going to count that as a success towards completing the skill challenge.
Okay.
But yeah, he's like, oh, the tour guides seem to have gone off to help other visitors. I guess we're on our own now, mates. I've learned a little bit about the layout of the city. I believe the main square is just over here. And he's like, are you ready to head out? Like,
Perhaps a good night's sleep will alleviate our concerns.
but there's so much of the city to explore still. How can you rest? And he looks like he maybe has not been getting super great sleep this whole time.
With that, so I'll put the arrow away and I'll actually come up, and I'll just say to him, you seem like you could use even just a breather, just to sit for a minute. I'm going to bring out that bowl of healing vapor.
Oh, nice.
That I have. And it fills, it's a 5-foot burst. It lasts for 10 minutes and can affect up to 4 living creatures. Regain a hit point every 2 minutes. Gains +1 bonus to saving throws against diseases and poisons. So it kind of creates a bit of a healing mist just around.
Sorry, it lasts for how long?
For 10 minutes.
10 minutes, and you regain a hit point every 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's willing to sit with you for a few minutes here, so everyone can just heal up 5 hit points from that.
So I guess we'll put it like there.
And Nickolai sort of, yes, over the course of it, you guys can rotate through so everyone gets the healing effect as well.
Mm-hmm.
And Nickolai's also, well, this does smell nice.
Oh, why did I go to 0 hit points?
Whoops.
I think I'll be 42.
But there's so much of the city and he's starting to sort of hesitate. It's like, we still have so much to see, don't we?
Nickolai,
You see the city. We see trees and grass.
yeah, we're sitting on a beach right now.
Can we try to point to like one of the dead lizard folk and be like, they're not automatons. Do you see? They were lizard folk.
All right. Who wants to roll a skill check for this? You can either go diplomacy or
I'll take a diplomacy and I'll try to kind of go through. I'll I'll kind of approach and say, now, Nickolai, I'm sure you're quite aware that it's not just my full plate mill that's well articulated. I also have been known to sling a good word here and there. Perhaps if you will just lend me your ear, I can
You
explain
might take that too
things to you.
literally. Don't. No.
So I shall make a diplomacy. 19.
All right. You have succeeded. And that is 3 successes with no failures.
Hey.
So yes, between sort of your concerted efforts of just straight up medical attention, magical healing, and then just talking him through what he is seeing, you are starting to, you've broken down the hallucination that he was under, and you see his, as the illusion falls, his face falls as well, and he's crestfallen at this point. He's just like, oh, I've made a terrible error. Oh no. Oh, those poor people. Oh, what have I
did you do?
I saw, I understood the connections between so many. I'm losing grasp of it now. But I knew that the comet, the Hagarg, he needed my help, our help. Oh, friends, I have made a grave error.
You could say that.
That is putting it
People
lightly.
are dead.
And I
Died.
will face their justice for this. But I do also have, there's a silver lining here. As grim as the situation is, I know what the lizard folks, what they're doing, what they want.
You tell us.
Tell us everything, Nickolai.
Well, they want 2 things, really. It's a 2-pronged attack. They need to prepare a vessel for Hagarg to inhabit here on the world.
Mm.
And they need a method to transport him from the comet to here.
I am assuming since they captured you, that they cannot themselves be a suitable vessel for Hagarg?
I was to be prepared.
So you were going to be the vessel.
Possibly. But more importantly, my knowledge of this city was of great use to them. They have found many machines and secrets of these people. They know these people had mastered magics that allowed them to traverse great distances in the blink of an eye.
Hmm.
They just have not unlocked that secret themselves. we have to stop them from doing so, or calamity will ensue.
Mm. We've
While
all,
you have been aiding in summoning this comet, we have been trying to stop them.
Have you found any relics of the old city?
Should we tell him? I don't really know if I want to tell him anything right now.
I
to be
feel
honest.
like it would be best for us to return back to the base and deal with what's happening, and perhaps a full explanation is in order. And from there, we can then determine what may or may not be wise. I would pray to Sang for guidance, but the last time I tried that, I got really bad sunburn.
Nickolai, I think perhaps you'd understand that we're not ready to trust you with anything we've discovered right now, given what you've been a part of here.
There is wisdom in that.
I just tell him straight up, like, we were ready to kill you if we needed to.
And he looks. At first, he's shocked at that, and then slowly nods. It's like, that may have been for the best. Oh, I've been such a fool. And it sort of hangs his head down in his hands for a moment as he's sitting here in the healing vapors.
Do not worry. The sun does reveal all shadowy befuddlements and curses, and many are those who only can call themselves a fool truly if they give in to that which has caused them to blunder. What makes someone a fool is rather the fact that they give up, not that they keep trying, that they bounce back, and that they do what is right to redeem themselves in the eyes of those they have wronged. I believe that you still have a way to go forth and bring light to the darkness you have cast with your shadow. But you must be willing to light the candle to eschew that darkness. And look after it, care for it, nourish it until it is blazing bright, and no shadow can ever claim where once was all darkness.
He seems heartened by your words, but maybe not fully convinced. It's like, I will do my best to atone for this.
Redemption is always an option, but so is fighting.
All right. So before we pop back out to the big map.
Sorry, I was going to say ask one more thing of him.
Nickolai, you do understand, I hope, here now that Hagarg is something we need to stop, not help.
Yes. Having touched that mind, and he sort of shudders for a moment, ever so briefly. It is a creature of malice, great anger, built over centuries, millennia, against us, this world, our gods, and then the ones that sent him here in the first place. He wants to carve a swath of death and destruction throughout the cosmos, but it's still trapped.
Perhaps a good place to start your atonement, as Sir Sal has suggested, would be to do everything you can to help us stop it.
Perhaps we can find another world we could send it to and make it someone else's problem. I've heard good things of a place called Eudora. I hear they're lacking in the Eldritch Horror division.
Oh, totally lacking. Yeah, there's nothing plaguing that world at all.
See if they could fight it out. That'd be the thing. Enemy of my enemy. It would work.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
I would agree with what Ian says. I think throwing yourself into facing this new foe is the best thing you can do for both yourself and those who have been wronged by your actions or lack thereof.
I think it will be up to the Gripply of Tede Day to determine what is to be done with you, though, as
They are a good people. I think
it
if
is
they
their
are
justice you
shown,
must face.
I believe that if they are shown the true righteousness and the pure blazing light of one seeking to redeem themselves, they will understand and judge accordingly. All is revealed in the light of Sang. Truths, lies, blunders, and redemption. Gaze into the polished veneer of my half-full plate mail.
Ide stands up. Ide literally stands up and just like starts walking away and
Look
starts
at your
muttering.
reflection and
You hear him
muse
muttering in
upon your
Elvish
future.
just under his breath. Just
I still want to go and deal with those lady with that.
Do you guys want to do any first aid before we leave this map?
I sure would like to medicine myself.
not too bad, so I think I'll be okay.
I could do that for you if you'd prefer. I'm an expert in medicine.
Sure.
I'm an expert.
I hope this is not going to come back and bite me in the butt.
I
but,
will.
I'm rather
will-
an expert.
I will also kind of walk over to the beach and gaze at the sun reflecting off of the ocean. Kind of take a few. Look at that spot where the javelin slightly scratched the armor and just kind of buff that out a little bit.
Oh, no.
So that
Oh no!
my armor is shining as bright as the surface of the ocean as I emit a
I'm gonna hero
desperate
point
prayer. Okay. As I emit a desperate prayer to Sang to regain one focus.
Very good.
the 25 sound for medicine.
That sounds great. I'm assuming you were shooting for the DC 15?
Yes.
Yeah, I was shooting for 15, so I got that on the second one there. So
So on DC 15,
I'll be up to full for myself.
so 2d8 for Ide, and then on a critical success, that's 48
Damn.
for Tersal.
You regain a measly 14 hit points.
Yeah, measly. That's
4d8s. It could have been so
What
much
do you
more.
even
I'll
do?
take that.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That one does a hit. That's pretty
yeah.
important.
We're in good shape now. So
All right, then I will put us back onto the area map.
I feel as healthy as the rays of sun. They're full of vitamin D. They're really healthy.
They
Yes.
also have radiation.
That's what the armor is for.
All right, so you suspect by the end of today, the owlbear is intended to be here.
Oh, yeah.
You guys need to get here by the end of tomorrow. So on foot, you can enter an adjacent hex with one action. That'll be your exploration action. I will roll for encounters, and if everything goes according to plan, you will meet the owlbear.
Should we move forward or should we make camp for the night
I think,
where we're
I mean,
at?
I'm okay. Like,
Yeah.
I've only
Yeah.
used one of my focus points, which means I can't Sunblade again, but I can heal.
Yeah, we've all
Um,
got good health.
I've-
So
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got 2 heals left plus my big heavy hitter and second level spells. So
I guess today was reconnoitering here, so this is end of day, so you should be resting overnight anyway. So
okay, all right, then that solves it
yeah,
for
that
us.
is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Yes,
guess we make camp.
all right, so
And
make
I've still
camp.
got my medicine and stuff, so like we're okay. I think, yeah.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I guess again we can hand wave overnight healing and move on to moving you guys here tomorrow. All right. Oh, back to private just for a sec so I can roll this.
No, public's fine.
Hmm.
Question marks. Interesting.
Right. So you make it into, oh, I guess Nickolai comes to you. Here, you know what? I will just take him off the map. Now that you're not chasing him, he's with you. We're fine. I need to roll something else though. I need to roll for the owlbear. Let's go.
We make it successfully into this hex, and we hear cannon blasts in the distance. Oh no!
Mm-hmm.
All right. You guys make it so across this island, and you can see sort of on the western edge, there's sort of hills and mountains. So you're traversing some pretty rough terrain, but you make it through here, get to the coastline. There's a nice sandy beach just sitting here waiting for you. No sign of the owlbear.
Hmm. Now, it might be the fact that my corneas are mostly burned out from staring, gazing, and longingly admiring the bright light of the sun, but I do believe that the owlbear is not where it should be.
No, it has taken longer than it's supposed to.
Suggest
Is that normal for seafaring vessels?
we've been delayed while on board.
Yeah, either they met rougher waters or they met something
Is it
that
possible
preventing
they've
them.
gotten lost? It can
don't-
be easy to get lost at night, after all, without the
don't
sun
think
to
that-
guide you.
Oh, will you please shut up? You know, the moon also reflects light and lights the path. You don't hear me going on and on.
Well, they do say that the
About
sun
the-
never sets on a true champion of Seng. Although that could just be because I can't tell time.
Listen, we ourselves have been waylaid while on board the Owlbear, encountering various things, threats or weather. Before we jump to conclusions, I suggest we move north along the coast here, not at a hurried pace, but perhaps we will gain sight of it if we head that way. Keep our eyes out for anything else around, and you go ahead and pray to Seng for the best.
Just time like this, I wish I had my horse Buzz with me.
Buzz.
Travels at the speed of a light year.
I knew that was coming, man. That's why the face was. You said buzz. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right. So
no.
is your intent to stay within this hex, or are you going to move to the next one?
I think we just stay in the hex, but just kind of like move.
Yeah, I think we moved to like the northern edge. I think yeah, it makes sense to just follow the coast north to kind of
Yeah.
like see if we can eventually see something up ahead. I mean, we know where it was supposed to be going, so it makes sense.
Okay, so you got to basically wait here for a day. So we can even call that a reconnoiter at this point, and you can get this hex explored.
Sure.
Cool.
Sure. I will I think while we're doing this, if I can scout ahead,
Yes, absolutely. All right, I need to roll one more. So as you are exploring around here and
no beavers.
Oh no, beavers.
you head north as planned. You find a nice high ground sort of outlook, looking at north in the channel that you're expecting the ship to come, and you do your elf eyes pick it way off in the distance. It appears to be under attack. They are making evasive actions, and you can see the occasional flash of cannon fire.
Thanks, Mike.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just sitting here. I'm just preparing my spells for the day. I don't know what you're talking
You
about.
said about cannon fire in the distance?
Nothing.
What was that?
So it appears you were correct that they have been waylaid, and they are continuing to be waylaid. So I guess the question is, do you want to wait it out and see if they can do it on their own? Are you going to try and head north and help? Or what's the plan? Because you sort of spent the day here reconnoitering this hex, so you're kind of at the end of this day, but
we can't tell what they're fighting.
From this distance, the fact that you can pick out a ship and Ide is able to see flashes sort of at dusk, you can see that there are light flashes.
This is what happens when you travel without the blessing of the sun.
What do Evelyn and I see? Krelborn from Dunland.
We need that ship.
Yes.
And I have a responsibility to that ship to a certain degree. I think we need to start moving to help.
Well,
Very well
if the
then.
sun's rays can't be blessed down upon the ship, we'll just have to do. I have been told that I am a ray of sunshine, although I think
It starts running forwards.
I think that was likely just because of the reflectiveness of my polished full plate mail.
All right. So you make your way to that hex. Now I guess I can. I'm going to move you so that I can
Tally forth.
unhide them. Now they know where they are.
The sun can never set on justice. Ah!
All right. I think this is the map I need. Is.
I'm pretty sure the way this works is that every time you say the word sun, Devin, Ian gets to add like a +1 to like his monsters bonuses.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Or like our DC checks or something, they just get harder every time. That's what's been holding us back this whole time.
Circumstance bonus. Oh, he has a +10.
How do I want to do this? Okay, so here's what happens. You guys make your way north. You enter that hex. Albert spends one of her actions to find you.
Okay.
Yes. And so you meet up with the ship, and they sort of, you make signals from shore and send up the flares or whatever else to communicate with them. They send a launch out for you, bring you back to the ship.
Shine a light against my armor.
I just shoot arrows with fire in the air.
At the owlbear.
No,
Well,
up
no,
in the
yeah,
air.
it's
I know.
like flares. Yeah. Over here.
Hopefully this one will load fairly quickly because it is just.
It's just, hey, that boat looks familiar.
Yeah.
Where can we find these boats, Ian?
Well, I think there might be some sort of asset pack that Craig might have available somewhere.
Yeah.
I heard something about ships of Saltmarsh on Drive-Thru RPG.
Yeah.
Hmm,
Guild. So yeah. something like
interesting.
that. I don't know. Silver bestseller. Just
So as you are brought back aboard the ship, Captain Kent is relieved to see you. You see the crew is bedraggled. There are scorch marks on the deck. There are holes in the sails. And Captain Kent is explaining that we done shook it, but I don't think we shook it for long.
Shook
There
what?
is a great big critter. Oh, I should have Nickolai here too. Derp. That's an important one. Because things can
He
happen
is
to
with us,
Nickolai.
I guess, yeah.
And I'm sure happy to see you again, Mr. Nickolai. There's one more ally on boat. He's not wounded. No.
just mentally
Yes.
and emotionally and spiritually.
There is a great lizardy critter flying at us from the shore and from the coastlines and from everywhere else.
I'm
And
sorry, did you say flying lizardy creature?
yes.
Does it happen to rhyme with flagon?
Well, I don't think she was a true dragon, but
Yeah, I was gonna say, just kind of like eyeing the scorch marks, be like,
That's always what I'm like. Oh no.
wait a
and
minute.
as he says that, you hear a horrible screeching noise in the distance,
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
echoing, and it crests over a hill
I thought
nearby.
it was going to be.
That sounds like something that needs a stern talking to.
You see this.
It's not as large as I was thinking, so that's okay.
Ian's like, oh wait,
Oh.
you're right. It's too small.
It's
Yeah.
only large.
Yeah.
You can take him.
Well, I mean, coming at a ship, I'm thinking, okay, is this like
Yeah.
the size of the ship? Like, what are we talking here, right? Like,
It's not
Oh,
like
I
a
just-
rock or anything.
I just realized it is bigger than us. I didn't get that right.
Oh, it is
away.
bigger than us for sure.
oh,
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah.
Oh, I want to double check one thing.
It's not
Oh,
the size that counts.
Just make sure that I've put him. Okay, that's good. All right. It screeches. It flaps its wings menacingly and approaches you. I know you guys got another combat in you. I think we should call it early here because
It
it's about
depends
to.
on. Do you think that we can take this thing down in 14 minutes?
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a fast thing because it's a.
I will glare
Oh,
at
it's-
it with
it's
my
that- okay.
intimidating glare. Does
It's
it,
going to be a
Mm.
bit of a fight, so
is it
yeah.
frightened
Yes.
enough to leave?
You got to spook it off. I don't think it's going to be that easy,
Mm.
especially if it's going to do lots of flyby attacks, and I'd going to be your main damage dealer with all the bow shots.
Oh, you just wait until it gets close enough. I
What are
have
you?
something up my
I was
sleeve.
gonna say, I think you underestimate the power that lies within my holy spirit.
Slippery Phil's going to jump on it. Cowboy all the way. Yeah. All right. I think we'll pick it up here next time as you guys engage with this flame drake.
You might as well call this
Flame
enemy
Drake.
Icarus, because it's about to fly too close to the sun.
Oh, burn. Literally.
Mm-hmm.
Except if it's Flame Drake, I don't know how much that fire damage is going to do to it.
There is that.
Cool.
But I guess we are doing Sea of Souls next week.
Yeah.
So it'll be 3 weeks that we will possibly pick up this encounter, or possibly later, depending on when we start our summer schedule.
See
But
where
we'll
that
figure
goes,
that
yeah.
out
Oh yeah.
in the next couple of weeks. Until then, it's been a slice.
Yeah.
Happy
we'll be back
gaming,
to-
everyone.
Be back to
And
Dungeons and Durgeons.
yes. So we'll see you next week. Same bad time, same bad channel.
Bye.
Cheerio.
I'm an expert.